In Texas, western bean cutworm occurs in the Panhandle as far south as Plainview, but typically only reaches pest status in the extreme northwest Panhandle, such as near Dalhart. There's one generation per year. The insect overwinters as a prepupa in soil at a depth of 3 to 9 inches, enters the pupal stage in May and June, and flies as an adult in early July in Texas. This flight can be monitored with pheromone traps. Adults are medium-sized moths with light bands on the front edge of the forewing and a kidney-shaped spot near the outside edge of the band. Eggs are laid in groups of 5 to 200 on upper surfaces of corn leaves in the top 1/3 of the canopy. They take 5 to 7 days to hatch. They're initially white and blacken over time as hatch approaches. After hatch, the larvae disperse, and a single egg mass can infest plants in a 10-foot radius. If corn has not yet tasseled, larvae will feed in the whorls and on developing tassels and pollen. In corn that has tasseled, larvae will move from the tassel to silks of young ears. At high numbers, this could cause silk clipping to affect pollination. After about 10 days, the majority of larvae are feeding on silks, and by 21 days, the majority of larvae are feeding on ear tips. By 28 days, about half of the larvae have left the ear tips and punctured the sides of the ears. These larvae can do a lot of direct kernel damage and also introduce fungi that can destroy many additional kernels. In a way, this is damage similar to fall armyworm. Mature larvae are about 1.5 inches long and easily distinguished from other corn caterpillars by the 2 short stripes on the first segment behind the head. Mature larvae then leave the ear and burrow into the ground to overwinter as prepupae. 1 larva per ear results in a yield loss of about 4 bushels per acre. Heavily infested ears can suffer 30 to 40% yield loss. Western bean cutworm feeding damage has also been shown to increase the risk of mycotoxins. The only type of Bt corn that controls western bean cutworm is that which expresses VIP3A.